Blessings, blessings, blessings. Good evening to each and every last one of you. Good evening to my Truth Be Told family. Blessings to you all. We thank you all again for tuning in on another night, yet another night with the Truth Be Told TV family. So I ask that when you all come in, please hit that like button, comment, share, and sub to our channel, please. Therefore, when you sub to the channel, you will get the notification whenever we go live. So once again, thank you all so much for tuning in on tonight. All right, so I got my guy Mr. out. He's gonna come in a little bit late, but all is well. We're gonna continue with the show. So, however, once again, shout out to everyone in the comment section. Shout out to my panel, the family that I'm going to bring up. Also, shout out to my moderator family in the comment section. Once again, please hit that like button, comment, share, and sub to our channel. We thank you all so much. Thank you all to the subscribers that has already subscribed to the channel, as well as thank you to everyone new that is tuning in and watching our channel. We thank you all so much. Blessings unto all. Hello, Kish. Hello, V. Shout out to all my mods. Blessings to you all. So, all right. I'm about to bring up the family. Shout out to my boy, Mr. Bass. Mr. Bass, where you at, babe?
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you today.
Good to see you, too. How you doing, love?
Doing just fine.
Hey.
Just fine. Everything is a blessing. I want to thank everyone for joining us again tonight. And as I already said in the comment section, it's an honor to have you share this time with us this evening. So we're just looking for another good, exciting, and eventful and truth fact finding day. Peace.
Thank you, Mr. Bass. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. So, y'all already know I got my girl, Tips Love, too, in the house. Tips Love, where you at, boo?
I'm here with you. What up, boss lady?
What's up, babe? How you doing today, love?
I'm blessed. How are you?
Blessed and highly favored.
Okay.
How was your day?
It was great. It was great. Peaceful. Can't complain.
Yes, girl, we got a little showers, honey, but it just was about 5 minutes. It just razzled and dazzled. That was
Oh,
it.
I
But
ain't
how
getting none. I ain't getting none.
really, however, it's pushing. So it's pushing out there today. So I'm thinking over the night we're gonna get some rain.
I hope so. It's the first day of fall, my favorite
Girl,
season.
I know. Virgo, look, Virgo Nation, hey girl, we up out
I'm
yeah,
ready for it.
yeah, girl. So yeah, so pretty much I think it's gonna be, it's gonna be raining tonight. So I've been at work all day. Usually I get off and I come back in at night, but however, I've had to pull a double again on today. So
Uh-oh.
it's well, I'm not complaining, ching
Where the
ching.
money reside?
All right, ching ching. I said I'm not complaining, ching ching. So you ready for the content of tonight or no?
Oh, I'm ready. I hope we can get through it tonight.
Good, I know, right? So we got through majority of it last night. We just had a little, screenshots. So shout out to everyone in the comment section. Shout out to Latiz, so sultry. Blessings to you, love, and welcome back again to Truth Be Told TV family. Thank you all so much for tuning in to our channel. Once again, I ask everyone that when you come in the comment section, please hit the like button. Boom. It don't cost nothing to hit it. Hit it. Look, comment in the comment section, share our live as well as sub to the channel. So, Mister will be coming in a little bit late on tonight, but it's well. It's well. He got to get his bag too, baby. He been going. So, I guess we should start, right?
I think so. For you be here for
Okay.
3 hours.
Uh, girl, you talking about the 3 hours, girl? Baby, we would have got up out of there. We had that AI monster come
That
in chat
clown.
last night. We had that AI monster to come in the chat last night. Where they do that at?
When you know you popping.
Yeah, it's well, girl. Covered in the blood over here. They can't come no type of way, baby. We will get this truth out, baby. We will get this truth out. Okay. So shout out to Marcus Simon. Blessings to you, Marcus. What's up, pretty lady? Blessings, 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 love. Thank you so much. Be sure to hit that like button, sub, and share our channel, please. All right, so we're gonna get off into it, Mr. Bass. Let's go.
Welcome to LFN News, a production of LFN Media, bringing you the latest in celebrity news, with specific analysis to keep you in the know of what is going on around you. If there is anyone who very well deserves a standing ovation in this whole R.Kelly Chicago showdown, it's this lady, Jennifer Bonjean. What a lady of steel. If the renowned Marvel character Iron Man ever needed a female face to it, Bonjean's would be the perfect fit. Jennifer Bonjean, R.Kelly's lead attorney, who was also lead attorney in Kelly's Chicago case, needs nothing less than a standing ovation for her impeccable performance in this largely circumstantial and gravely manipulated trial in Chicago. Of course, the entire legal team and crew put on an impeccable show out there, but we can't shy away from the fact that Bonjean had the driver's seat, and yes, she steered the trial to a hard, but well-deserved majority win, with R.Kelly scooping 7 not guilty verdicts out of the 13 counts on his indictment. If you asked me, it couldn't have been any better given the nature of terrain that Bonjean was driving on. Bonjean was hired by R.Kelly in the wee days of his New York trial on October 29, 2021, after he fell out with his previous legal team that evidently cost him the New York trial. Barely a week after R.Kelly had fired his entire old legal team and taken on Bonjean, the new lawyer filed a motion arguing that well-documented infighting among R.Kelly's former lawyers had left them so unprepared for the trial, which clearly violated Kelly's constitutional right to effective legal counsel. Although this card was never really considered to warrant a retrial for R.Kelly, it was evidence R.Kelly had taken on a new kind of counsel. Although her most celebrated achievement is her success in having Bill Cosby's conviction overturned after finding that a non-prosecution agreement had been made with a previous prosecutor on the case, which should have prevented him from ever being charged in the first place, Bonjean has several other wins under her belt that shed light on who she really is as a lawyer. In 2014, the Chicago Innocence Project awarded Bonjean the Humanitarian of the Year award for her work on Stanley Rice's appeal. Rice, who had been wrongly arrested and convicted, spent 31 years, 3 months, and 3 days behind bars, before he was finally exonerated and freed in 2013, after it was proved that he had been coaxed into a false confession by the police. Like she likes to put it, Bonjean seemingly derives satisfaction from representing defendants that have been wrongly convicted by far-reaching prosecutors. Such is the case of Kelly. Bonjean further claims that her passion and tenacity drives her to aggressively fight for individuals who have been wronged by the criminal justice system, and she has allegedly dedicated her life towards working tirelessly to reverse the convictions of innocent people wrongly incarcerated. It was not until after the New York trial sentencing that R.Kelly decided she would equally represent him in this Chicago trial. Noting that the discovery was incredibly a lot, however, Bonjean was quick to request the judge in the case to grant her more time to review all the discovery, but this was to no avail. Stemming from his 2008 related case, R.Kelly's Chicago case was like no other. Coming in, barely a year after his conviction in New York, R.Kelly and his legal team were facing a trial on a completely unleveled playground. Cognizant of the fact, Jennifer Bonjean started off the fight by beseeching the jury to try and forget whatever perception of R.Kelly they might have had before, whether from the largely unfounded tarnishing testimonies from the New York trial, or from the infamous surviving R.Kelly documentary series, that has since been exposed to have been a shady scam all along. Jennifer, in her fight, consistently requested that the cases of R.Kelly and his co-defendants, Daryl McDavid and Milton June Brown, be severed, certain that there was bound to be a conflict of interest, but her request yet again fell on deaf ears. Despite her full efforts in this trial, Bonjean's every move was intentionally frustrated by the presiding judge Harry Leinenweber, who would always come up with rather lame excuses to visibly sound motions by Bonjean all through the case. She requested the judge allows forensic experts to professionally examine the alleged tapes and verify their authenticity, to which he said no, even after the feds had confessed that one of the videos was actually doctored. Who does that? In which world would the judge not be interested in verifying the authenticity of the central pieces of evidence in the case? Very disturbing. Could it be that he was worried it could yield similar results like in the related 2008 trial? In the 2008 trial, defense brought in experts who, after fully examining the tapes, were able to testify that the tapes had actually been doctored. It has never been clear where the videos that were shown to the jury actually originated, and Kelly's legal team had expressly expressed their concerns about the video's chain of custody all through the trial. Furthermore, the real story about the foul play of the prosecution team, that involved impersonation in the form of the illegal use of a fake email and name, to solicit information about R.Kelly, never saw the light of day at the Chicago trial either. The refusal of the central witness in this act, Angel Kroll, to take the stand was a clear sign of prejudice from the presiding judge. How unfortunate. Despite all these inconsistencies, however, Bonjean and her legal team remained composed and poised, and strongly fought on with an objective mind and will, that in the end, they came out with a whopping 7 wins in this trial. If this is not phenomenal, then tell me what is. I feel Bonjean has just proven to the world that despite the injustices in this world, there are still some people who truly care about full justice for all. How the world needs more of these. Leveraging her vast experience in the field, Bonjean has continually registered wins in R.Kelly's allegations that were in many cases unexpected. And we now have even more hopes in her beating the appeals that are already inevitable. In fact, the wins in this Chicago trial set a perfect precedent for his upcoming appeals, as the issue of R.Kelly's supposedly tainted reputation has already been thrown out the window. The subsequent acquittal of R.Kelly's co-defendants, Daryl McDavid and Milton June Brown, in this Chicago trial, also strongly nullify the claims of R.Kelly having an enterprise that heavily compromises the New York conviction on RICO charges, and grants Jennifer Bonjean and her legal team a head start in R.Kelly's upcoming appeal against the New York ruling. The feds must be having sleepless nights now, thanks to Bonjean's implacable performance in this Chicago trial, and let's face it, with the remaining counts that need be appealed in Chicago being those that rely solely on the alleged tapes, the feds are surely currently walking on quicksand and their days and most definitely numbered. Well done, Jennifer Bonjean, and yes, a standing ovation is the least deserved, taking into consideration the gravity of your achievements and progress so far, towards sending R.Kelly home a free man. We all know it's just a matter of time. Well, that's all we had for you today. Let's kindly shower Jennifer Bonjean with all the love we can possibly show by writing out messages for her in the comment section below. Please feel free to use just emojis, as long as they will portray exactly what you feel towards her right now, given the hope she has continued to give us through her tireless and selfless efforts towards getting the R&B king home, where he rightfully deserves to be. Thank you.
All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. So that's how I started, by giving Bonjean, aka Gladiator, her flowers. Can you all hear me, Tip? My
Yes.
body. Okay, good, good, good. I think it was just like the video that was on my end. It kind of sounded low, but I turned my volume up. So yeah, so we're gonna start off by giving Bonjean her flowers. For one, she did, despite the way it went, you all, she did do justice. She did her due diligence in pertaining to Kells by getting him where he is right now. And also I feel strongly about her getting him through the appeals. I really do. Um so what you think, Tips?
Most definitely. She showed out. Where Robert at? So Robert could see that the tape was never identified.
What you said, Tip?
I said, where Robert at? So Robert could see that tape was never identified.
Oh, okay. That part. I think I did my coffee too hot. Baby, it's too hot, too hot.
You and Folgers.
Yes, girl, Folgers in my cup. You don't like Folgers?
I told you I drink espresso.
Girl, yeah, espresso, but girl, I be weird sometimes. I be wanting to feel a rush so bad, girl. I have my Folgers and I put me some hot cocoa with it.
Really?
Yeah, girl, it gives
I,
me a rush.
really? You need some espresso.
Hmm. Girl, it gives me
All
a
water.
rush.
That's all
Girl, you know
water.
I be like ADHD over here, girl. I can't stop moving.
Drinking coffee at 9:30. Shoot.
Girl, I'm drinking coffee all during the day, girl.
And still be ready
Literally.
to sleep in the bed.
Girl, and I'm gonna be up with y'all for look, I'm gonna be up with y'all for a minute. I haven't had a nap today either, so yeah. I'm gonna be up with y'all for a minute in Clubhouse. Then I think I'm gonna let y'all be.
As long as you ain't taking the paint off the wall.
Girl, I'm gonna do it. Look, I'm gonna do it just because. I'm gonna
So,
leave my mic open and everything and be like. All right, y'all. So to all the TBT TV family in the chat, y'all, what y'all think? Like, I see a lot of people do be saying things in pertaining to Bonjean, but what they need to realize is that pretty much she did a damn great job. Like she didn't, she wasn't his attorney in New York. You get what I mean? So Kels had to fire his whole team. You know what I'm saying? So she came in with the length of time that she had tips with the length of time that she had, and she aced that shit. That's my girl, Gladiator. So she
yep,
did
they
damn,
give her extension.
huh?
I said she did awesome for somebody they wouldn't give her extension to.
Exactly. And her girl Ashley them don't play. Even her assistants, baby, they all on go. But Gladiator, my girl, we got my dude, Mr. Terry, up in her bed. Mr. Terry coming in early tonight. Check him out. Check
What's up,
him
my
out.
cute ass thing?
What's up, Mr. Terry?
Nothing much,
You
my
in here
love, my
early tonight,
queen.
baby. What you got
Yeah,
going?
man. I mean, yeah, everything turned out good. I mean, Sunday won the game and
Okay.
everything went good. Yeah, but they got a
Congratulations,
early.
baby.
I'll let young man know that y'all say congratulations, but they got an early
Yes.
start in the morning. They got this
All right.
weekend. It's fog league, so they
Oh,
doing
okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay. So look at him, baby. He won his game. Congratulations, baby.
True that. How you doing, Tip, my queen?
Yes. Yes.
Hi, Mr. Terry.
How's everything going?
It's going well now that you're here.
I had to come in, you know what I'm saying, be with my queens.
All right now, baby. All
Definitely.
right, baby.
So yeah, I came in on the end of the video going up, but I look at it this way. The young lady that came in here and proved a hellified point to the world. That you know what I'm
Facts.
saying, that she's here, she's doing her job, and at the same time, she's progressing on a lot of things. So I think Kel is a happy man to have that woman in his corner. But she's doing her thing.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, like I said, quite a few people like she could have did this, or could have done, all this and all that. I mean, like I said, in the amount of time that she has been given, she was given to be Kale's attorney. Also, a lot of rejections that she was receiving from the lawyer. I mean, from the judge. I apologize, you all. From the judge, the deciding judge, the kickback that she was getting and all of that. Like, she did a damn good job. And then to me, for them to have been giving him 13 charges, and she came up out of there winning 7, that tells a lot to me.
True that. Yeah. I can definitely vouch for that there. Because I mean, like I said, if she was back then during that time when his first allegations and stuff, shoot, I
Yeah.
think Kel's been looking at some situations a whole lot different. But you know what I'm saying? Things played out the way it did. You know what I'm saying? Once again, like we said, they hate this young man had to be put in this situation again for some old stuff, but they just let you know how the tables turn and how people are. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, demonic stuff is not going to never disappear. It's just wait another day. It'll wait a month. It'll wait a year. It got time, just like everybody else. But you got to know your position during that time and what you planting out there. Because some plants they're gonna wither and die.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I say that, she already got the exposure that's needed in pertaining to Bill Cosby. However, even with this right here, pertaining to R.Kelly, she, should get more recognition that she truly deserves because she deserves it. As well. So her next move, do you think, I mean, we know for a fact that she's gonna be working on Larry Hoover, but however, do you think while she's waiting the appeal process, she's going to go ahead on to go over there to Larry and make it do what it do over there on his case?
I think so.
I'm excited, y'all. I can't wait to jump off in that.
Look at the comments. Somebody said the couch judges is mad.
Look, I will comment. Shout out to the TBT TV family. Listen, they be in the comments. We see Cora ain't moved up in here yet, baby. He'll be in here shortly. But we got to give it up to them because, like, I love to read their comments, because they stay on hype. That's also motivation. Like, I love to communicate back with them. Let me know that when they're in the comment section, they're commenting and, their opinions matter. So I love it. I love the energy that comes from the crowd. Don't y'all? Don't y'all love it?
We do too.
But they definitely couch attorneys, okay? We ain't got we ain't go to school for nothing.
Yes.
True that.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So Kish said that Jen, well, y'all know as I speak over here, Gladiator, I call her Gladiator. So anytime I reference to Gladiator, I'm talking about Bonjean. So yeah, Kish said Bonjean, aka Gladiator, is the GOAT, y'all. So I think so too, V. I think so. I think so.
Yeah,
so,
it's go ahead, boss.
Shout out to, I'm gonna just do some shout outs real quick, Mr. Terry, and I'm gonna let you have it, babe. Okay, so shout out to everyone in the comment section. Shout out to Sir Miguel. Shout out to Latif. Shout out to all my moderators, first and foremost. Shout out to Glow Taylor. Blessings, love, peace, peace and blessings to you as well. I'm sorry. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to everyone in the comment section. Shout out to Miss Di, my girl, Miss Di, back up in here. So shout out to everyone. We thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you all. Hey, when you all come in, I'll see it. So, what were you saying, Mr. Terry? I apologize.
No, I was going to ask you and Tip. So since the Chicago case is kind of like wind down, how much time do they have? Does that give them to rebuttal off the New York part? You know what I'm saying? As far as like what she put her petitions in, as far as like her judgments over there,
she's already appealed New York.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
she's already.
So now,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Mr. Terry, she appealed New York before they left New York. Yeah, she appealed New York before they left New York. Oh, we got my boy Sir Miguel in the house. Sir Miguel.
So I think for Chicago.
What's up, love? Blessings.
Good evening, queens and kings. How y'all doing?
So
we're blessed. How are you?
Hi, Sir.
Good to have you again.
Native love too.
Look, did you pick that energy up? I want to ask you a question. Did you pick that energy up last night?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew it. Yeah, I knew it. That's why you was quiet over there. I knew it. But anywho, back to what we was talking about.
But I think when it comes to Chicago, she has to wait till the sentencing, and then after sentencing, she will be able to appeal.
Okay. I was wondering how that actually is. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, either way it go, Mr. Terry, like said, before they left up out of New York, she already did the appeal. She been pushing on the appeals. So they're gonna do the sentencing on February the 23rd, right? Yeah, 2/23/23. You all please make sure you all keep those numbers in mind because it's something sinister and significant about those numbers. Please hear me, y'all. 2/23/23 is something with those numbers. I just been busy working and I have not ran them yet, but it's something sinister and significant to that number. So let's go. Hey, Sir Miguel, what's good, love?
God is good. Can't complain. It's been a beautiful day. A good day to be above ground. Everything else is secondary.
Amen. Amen. All the time. So we talking about Bonjean. So what type of lawyer or attorney or counselor, whichever word you want to use, what would you consider her to be? Like, due to her coming in the length of time that she has, what her and her team has done, and like, even when it comes to the case, the verdict after everything, what do you consider her? Like, what type of attorney, or what do you feel that she has done?
I think she's done an absolute phenomenal job due to the time and the with all the evidence and stuff that was in there. I think she was able to break it down to the point where it could be explained in simple terms for people to see that, hey, there's a lot of mess that's going on with this case. But at the end of the day, you have to give her credit where credit is due, because if you think about her coming at the tail end and then getting into another case, and then she's doing Bill Cosby case, which was out here in Santa Monica, and then she had these other cases that she was doing in Chicago where the guys were vindicated and so forth and so on. And even though she had her team assisting her, she was still grinding on the weekends, doing her thing. So at the end of the day, you can't dismiss that. Now, if you have an attorney that just come in and just want to get a win and just think, oh, I don't have enough time, she's putting in the effort where most people are laying down. She ain't laying down. So she's basically getting her second win at the end of the day. So those critics who say that she didn't do enough, let me tell you something. However much she charged R.Kelly, he got his money worth and then some. Okay? At the end of the day, the previous lawyers wasn't putting in motions.
They weren't doing nothing.
All right? They were sitting on their behinds.
And not only that, they also violated Chaos as well, the previous attorneys. Correct. They also had put him in a situation where when he was trying to seek other counsels and stuff like that, they blocked him. Like, they forced him to deal with them.
And not only that, if you go back and look at some of the interviews that Andrew Wyatt was speaking on behind the scenes when he was working with Kells and the team, go listen to that and you will see that there was a lot of people that didn't agree with what he was trying to do.
Yep.
If they allowed somebody to tell his story to kind of knock some of this stuff out the way, he probably would have been a little bit better off. But as I said again, God put Bonjean at the right place at the right time, at the right reason, for the right purpose.
Amen. You better know we got my boy J-Rock in the comment section. Shout out to J-Rock. What's up, J-Rock? I'm sorry.
So at the end of the day, I will stand with her through thick and thin, and I will stand with R.Kelly until infinity. At the end of the day, because right is right, wrong is wrong.
All right,
your
now
constitutional rights are violated, and things haven't been authenticated in terms of the tape. And I'll say this again, I said this before. The chain of custody is still the big issue. That's going to be another issue that she's going to bring up during the appeal process. Now, when it comes to the state case, it's technically going to bring back the same information that was in 2008. So at the end of the day, they're doing the disservice there anyway.
Excuse me out. Folgers.
No, you good.
Over there,
Folgers. Folgers.
They caught that throat.
Yeah, it hit the back of my throat. What you call it?
That throat.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Okay, Sir Miguel. Pepper. I see you.
Huh?
I'm talking to Sir Miguel. Messing with
Yeah,
Sir Miguel, I see you with that salt and pepper.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, that's that wisdom, baby.
Yeah, we have to earn that, my brother.
Listen, that's a blessing, baby. You heard me?
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
a blessing. They be hiding and standing and covering it up. That shows never your wisdom. That shows your wisdom. You heard me?
That comes naturally. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not dying. Nothing.
Yeah, believe it or not, like, I literally used to get my hair done, and when I would get it done, I would get it gray and black. Okay. I would have my hair done. It would be all gray in the front with the little black. Yeah, look good on me. Can't wait.
That's what I'm talking about. True that.
Yes, true that, baby. Okay, so shout out to everyone in the comment section. Please hit the like button, comment, share, sub to our channel. Therefore, when you sub to the channel, when we go live, you will get the notifications. Also, let me just read what V stated. V said, if you would like, okay. So if you all would like your voice heard, you all can tap on the StreamYard link, and please feel free to come up to the panel. Long as you got your facts now, don't come up here with no rink-a-dink, he say, she say, hearsay, and all that there. Because boss lady, I have zero tolerance for that type of behavior. Okay, but let's go, panel. Let's go, family.
Well, let me give you 2 more books to add to your collection if you would like to read them.
Okay. Look, you know what? You can state them on here, Sir Miguel. State them on here, okay. But so that I won't forget, please drop it. You see where it says private chat, the messages that we chat. Yeah. That we all can see in the back. Be sure that when you speak them, be sure to drop them in there so that I can get it. Okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
2 books to add to your collection is called the Federal Rules of Evidence.
Okay.
And the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure. I'll put that in the private chat for you.
Okay. So make sure the family heard it. So, Sir Miguel, you can repeat it again so that they can hear you, and drop it in the back chat.
The first book is called The Federal Rules of Evidence and the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure.
Okay. Oh, they sound lovely. Teach you a little something on the side of the law.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, they sound very interesting. I read through them. Y'all know I read fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I read fast. But when they jump it up, like I be seeing some things, I be like, what the fuck is they saying? But yeah. You know, I go through a book. You know, I really will. But y'all, so back to what we talking about Bonjean, aka Gladiator. Like, yeah, she did a marvelous job. You know, she really did. No one can talk about it. No one can say anything about it, even to the Chaos fans. Like, there's pretty much nothing that they can say but give her flowers, give her due diligence, because she did a great job. You know, she really did. And so moving forward, I just can't wait to see moving forward, y'all, what she do in pertaining to these appeals. Not only that, I think everybody can kind of get used to seeing her now, because I think she about to tear the game up, y'all. It's her season.
Oh, true
she about
that.
To tear the game up.
Yeah. And wait till she drops the information on this Hoover.
Absolutely, Mr. Terry. And so I'm going to tell you all something. It's because God is using her for such a time as this, exposing all the corruption. So she finna go through and do her clean sweep. You heard me? Yes. So, okay. So, Mr. Bass, thank you so much. Thank you so much, V. Dropped it in the comment section. So thank you so much. And also thank you, Sir Miguel. I see it in the back chat. Okay, so Mr. Bass, go ahead on with the next content, love. I'm about to go on mute.
You are welcome to yet another episode of HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show, where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R.Kelly, real name, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as the R&B King. R.Kelly was convicted in Brooklyn Federal Court, New York on September 27, 2021, and the most annoying of all 10 counts imposed on him were the RICO violation charges, which suggested that R.Kelly did not act alone when he supposedly committed the alleged crimes. While we have time and again criticized these falsely imposed charges, nothing has changed yet, and until today, the verdict remains the same as it was on Judgment Day. R.Kelly's attorney Jennifer Bonjean filed a motion contesting this and categorizing it as an overcharge, but the Brooklyn Federal Court Judge Ann Donnelly chose to play hard to convince, and insisted that the charges are well-deserved, giving a rather vague definition of an enterprise in her response. According to Bonjean's view of things, the government failed to prove an enterprise, and R.Kelly acting alone couldn't have violated the RICO Act. Judge Donnelly's argument, however, is that when someone is accused of a crime or multiple crimes, and he or she is a successful black celebrity like R.Kelly, every employee of his who may have made him a cup of coffee when he was leaving to meet these accusers, or who may have booked him a plane ticket, or even cooked for the accusers, is part of the racket. And that tantamounts to a violation of the RICO Act. The celebrity therefore, according to the judge, will be duly charged for racketeering. In other words, Judge Ann Donnelly suggests that before a business owner engages in any sort of criminal activity, they need to call a meeting and fire all their staff, and close off all business operations as preparation not to violate the RICO Act. How shallow. The good news, however, is that while the judge is acting adamant when it comes to addressing this RICO matter, there are a number of events we have witnessed that prove there was no such thing as an enterprise. The most important one being the recent acquittal of the two said R.Kelly associates Daryl McDavid and Milton June Brown. It is, however, also important to note that the supposed victims themselves, who played the role of government witnesses during the New York trial in September 2021, also reject strongly Judge Donnelly's claims that R.Kelly did operate a criminal enterprise. In an interview with Fox Soul, for example, one of R.Kelly's ex-girlfriends, R.Kelly, is heard in her own voice loudly saying R.Kelly did not run an enterprise. Take a look.
Mom's in the kitchen cooking dinner. In some situations, this wasn't clearly yours.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's other people that should be in jail, like assistants or security or drivers or people who are booking hotels or travel? I mean, these people were around.
I mean, honestly, I don't necessarily think. I cannot speak for anybody else. At the end of the day, I went through something toxic with one person. One person is the only person that put their hands on me. One person is the only person that did not allow me to speak with my family and so forth. So I cannot sit up here and say, oh, I want to blame this person, I want to blame that person, because then even I wouldn't be growing as a young woman if I was sitting with all that baggage and holding on to all of that. So no, I feel like the only person that, took advantage of people, and even his staff, fired them, treated them terribly, talked about them terribly, that person is exactly where he's at, sitting exactly where they are in their skin, and that is the only person that I feel that should be held accountable.
So where does this level of maturity come from? Because now I'm looking at you, and you're sitting here looking and sounding great, happy, smiling, laughing. Where was then what was your process to get through all that to where you are now?
Honestly, music and therapy. A lot of people don't know. When I left that situation in 2019, I went immediately into therapy.
But this is before you beat up Jocelyn after.
Before.
Because the way you drug her through that hallway, that.
Stop. We're not even here to talk about that.
Okay.
No. Honestly.
Did you guys make up?
No. No, we didn't make up, but honestly, for me, it was a lot of therapy, Jason. It was a lot of therapy, honestly. Music was something that really, really helped me with that also, because 2019, you couldn't even pay me to hum. I wouldn't even hum around people. And then, 2020 came, and I was humming and I was singing, I was recording. Then 2021 came, and then I was really recording. I found my team, and I was just like, okay, yeah, we're getting this show on the road. We're releasing stuff. We got dates locked in. And so for me, it was
R.Kelly didn't have to say there was no enterprise, admitting to the fact that there was nobody else who she can add to the list of people that harassed them in any way like they allege, or did anything suspicious. She immediately exonerates R.Kelly from the possibility that he could have operated an enterprise of any sort. What's most disturbing with this case against R.Kelly is how the authorities, and to be specific, the government prosecutors and court, want to speak for the alleged victims, and decide what they went through on their behalf. While the Chicago jury tried not to assume things, the federal judge Harry Lyman Weber did not hesitate to interfere in their operations, leading to more guilty verdicts than they had anticipated. In the Brooklyn court trial, though, I still fail to understand how the jury, along with Judge Ann Donnelly, ignored the truth of the matter, and teamed up to concoct witness claims against the R&B king. There shouldn't have been a trial in the first place if they knew well they were going to assume their own testimonies. If the people at the center of this case, such as R.Kelly, for example, declined to the idea of an enterprise, and they managed to take to media even after the trial, and they are still admitting the same thing, exactly why did Ann Donnelly throw out Bonjean's motion to drop the RICO charges? Why is the court playing double standards? According to Tone Cobb, the government is making up things like the RICO Act. R.Kelly has been turned into a pawn on chessboard. Most of the witnesses against R.Kelly took deals so they wouldn't get prosecution against them for lying on some 20-year hearsay. Hopefully the nightmare will be over soon. I pray for you, bro. Keep the faith as all the madness will soon come to an end. Peace, love and respect for you, Kells. According to Luke Constant, when the king of R&B is exonerated, the people will see the real person that he is. A good and decent man. Now that the RICO charge hasn't any legs to stand on, I hope the ones that denied R.Kelly the due process he deserved can be cautioned. Overcharging was just a tactic to ensure that they get a win for something after they clouded the minds of the jurors with lies. The 7 wins in Chicago I hope will be enough to stop the haters from hating for no good reason. Keep praying, everyone. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say?
Yeah, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And then you heard what I use that saying all the time when we play chess. What's the first thing they give up? Them pawns.
Mm-hmm.
He was a pawn in the game, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's all it was. Everything that they said and just what the government did, they just lie after lie. They lie was just as bad as the witness.
Exactly.
Look at her over there lying. Look at her.
Yeah, I mean, and then what she said. I was walking around. I wasn't humming or nothing, and then now I'm humming, and I was singing, and I got the record.
She was she did good by
wow.
promoting herself. Didn't she? Promoted herself damn good. Who
Big
she trying to
time.
get a pickup from? The industry? Did they promise her that?
But you know what's funny? She's a walking contradiction, because
yes, she is.
If you go back and listen to some of the interviews, and I think it was a dude by the name Shabazz that did Presidents. And she said,
her daddy was on there. She said, "You knew I used to talk to you every day."
Exactly. And then for her to get on Jason's show and say R.Kelly didn't allow her to talk to her parents, when she even said in that video that, oh, R.Kelly would say, is this your parents' number? Or she would get mad and wouldn't call him for weeks at a time and so forth and so on. Those are her words.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just wanted to speak on that RICO thing, but you know why they brought the RICO in, right? Because if they had succeeded with that RICO charge, he would have forfeited all kinds of property, and that's what it's all about. They want that man's money and property.
Yes, they want to drain. They want to drain him dry, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you all something. He, like I said, he's not the only one. Like, in this game that they choose to deal with, which is the game of the industry, they are puppets. So what it is, Kels is not playing by the game that they want to play. So I'm gonna tell you all something. Even if you all don't know, you all may think like Suge Knight has something to do with Biggie and all of this. Listen, they did Suge the same exact way. See, a lot of people, the media made Suge look bad, but however, they did the same thing that they are doing to Kels to Suge Knight, y'all. Like, the list goes on and on and on. You got Whitney. It's either by drugs, by mass incarceration, or death. You choose. So what they do is they come with how they know your life to be, and like throughout your career and whatever you choose to do within your career, you get caught up for. That's what they would destroy you for.
Yeah, but the difference in Kels and your boy out in California is like that video we watched the other night that J-Rock brought up. And they was making all that money, but they didn't have nobody to pull them out of the game, out of that street life. And so they took Suge out.
Yep, they did. And also, it's just good to see that the people that play parts in the destroying of someone else, and through the process, however, it's something how we would see it play out before us. Like, no one would even know that Dr. Dre played a part in Suge Knight's demise in penitentiary, so a lot of people wouldn't even know that. But however, take a look at him. Wife then left it, everything going on over there. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, these people, they get what's coming to them, because they sell a soul, so.
Yeah. And
And they do
just
whatever it is to obtain the riches,
Yeah,
Right.
Dr. Dre wasn't but a pawn to Jimmy Iovine, who was
Iovine,
Thanks. That's all of it is. All of them are just pawns on the table, and whenever when they want to take you, all they got to do is just make the swipe. It's just easier said than done. I mean, at the same time, they looking at it. Oh, I'm good. I got this glamorous life and stuff. And at the backside, on the other side of the door, all they ready to just do, Johnny, your move.
Exactly. And see Jimmy Iovine and see what it was. Suge, even through his incarceration, he was supposed to be making out money off of Dr. Dre to his death. Until his death, Suge Knight was supposed to be getting paid from Dr. Dre. But Iovine over there, they did Suge in. Y'all heard me? Even when it came down to the selling of death row, but that's on another story. But yeah. So yeah, that's what they do. So Mr. Bass, if you can continue to fill him in, I apologize for cutting you off, but I had to just put that little bit in there.
Oh, I was done. That's all I wanted to say is about Dre being a pawn and being used by Jimmy Iovine. All that big money, and they put Suge in a position where he had to sell death row. And by all the incidents that was coming up and everything, just like they tried to do to Cat, and all those times Cat got locked up, Cat said, hey, ain't nothing on his record. They was
he surely did
messing with him because he was telling the truth about the industry.
Absolutely. And I remember he did that video. Mr. Bass, where he, they asked him the question and he told them, he was like, come on now, for me to be going through all this and doing all this, I have a clean record. There's nothing on my record. So he did make that known. And guess what? There's nothing on his record. Okay? And even until this day, he come out and speak against the industry. Go ahead, Mr. Siri.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say, anybody who speaks against it, they try to crucify you from day one, from the top to the bottom. And at the same time, it just, it's sad that you sitting up there wanting to destroy people's lives, and y'all the fucked up ones, excuse my language, the messed up ones behind all of this. I mean, if that's the whole case, I'm saying, it's not right to play with nobody's life with your hands like that, because it's just like playing Russian roulette. The last spin could be the last spin, but at the same time, they allow themselves to be put in that situation because they're looking at the bag. But sometimes that bag ain't always good for you, because believe me, the larger the amount of money is, the bigger the sacrifice. Just always think about that, and that's just one of the things is. Kel, he had a good run in what he got going on, and he's going to have a great run after this is over. It's just time that, back to, like I said, just me in general, I think it's just time that God wanted him to sit down and just reevaluate these things. And his lawyer giving him a peace of mind, Bonjean, because she did her fucking thing, sorry, once again, as an attorney. And I think, definitely he should be proud. And anybody who, who get her, you can always have a smile on your face, because she's one of those ones, she fight to the end. She's a pit bull.
Yeah, she's a fighter. She is definitely a fighter. She most definitely is that. So, Ms. Dot said this case has been nothing but double jeopardy. Absolutely. Just to bring Kels back to court, they pissed because a black beat them because he walked. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna be mad. So my thing is, even when he beats this, y'all, listen, Kels is still not out of the clear, because I have to remind you all, they want what Kels is not giving up, okay? They want Kels to play the game. Kels is not playing the game, period. So like I said, they want to destroy him. They want to destroy him, but he's not having it. So they want their catalog. It's just so much they want to just do to him, and he's not willing to lay down.
Right, true that.
Kels is jeopardizing their what do you call it? generational wealth.
Yeah, generational wealth.
Anytime these artists go out to sue for their property and sue for what belongs to them, the majority of them have been taken out. Chaos hasn't been taken out because there's a purpose for what he's going through, and it's a God-given purpose. So, and it all play out in the end, you know. But you think about it, every one of them, Michael, you know, his people receive what, 500 million?
Yeah, that's all they had given them, but they making billions and billions, triple that.
Well, see, in actuality, Mike, when he died, he owned half of Sony.
He surely did.
I did the math the other night when we was talking about it. So he was worth $67 billion. Okay, so because that's half of what Sony. I looked up Sony's net worth, and it was 300 and something. And anyway, it turned out to be $67 billion that Mike what people were supposed to get, and he only got 500 million.
Yep, absolutely, Mr. Bass. That's correct. But however, you're absolutely correct, Mr. Bass. But however, I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. God is going to give Chaos another chance. But I really do think that due to the demonic and the things that goes on within the enterprise, the industry, whatever you want to call it, I really do think God want to move him in a different direction. Like Chaos may have to, you know, just do away with the industry overall. I think God is really trying to move him away from that industry because of who he is and who God is molding him to be. Like, he can't play with those type of demons. You get what I'm saying? So I think that God is really trying to just move him away from the industry and set him aside. Just put him aside to just let him do his thing like right here. And Chaos don't have to worry about it because guess what? God is going to make sure that he prosper. God is going to have it where, listen, that people are going to pour into his bosoms. You know what I'm saying? All he got to do is just do what God say do. And God going to take care of him. So I really do think God is trying to navigate him away from the industry. Do y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Well,
and I think
I get it 100%.
I think it would be a wise decision as well if that whenever that time comes, because like I said, man, this should be a big eye opener, my brother, that let you know we still, regardless of how much you have, they always want what you got.
They don't want you to go nowhere. They consider you. They consider you a nigga.
At all
the
times.
Number 42. Listen,
Yes,
do the coding on it. Number 42 means nigger. You're nothing to them. They want to be God. They think they can make you and break you, and that's what they call themselves doing. But like I said, you all, I think God is really trying to just navigate Chaos away from the industry, and just long as he do it God's way, guess what? Go out there and sing, and get what? Hell, tell your people to go to a football field, okay? Get what? They'll buy you out. All his royalties, all his money, whatever, go to him. I'm just saying, you don't know how God trying to operate things for him, but he got to be willing to submit. He got to be willing to come from where he once knew, which was that life of the industry, getting the industry money. You get what I'm saying? And he has to humble. God will deliver you from those situations, not to return to it. That's just my cue, y'all, but I'm going to let y'all have it. Shout out to J-Rock. J-Rock that came up on the panel. What's up, love? Blessings, blessings, blessings.
What's going on, truth be told? What's happening, panel?
What's up, J-Rock? Blessings, blessings. So I'm going to let y'all have it, and I'm just listening. Go ahead, family.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and chime in at this point right now because, see, slowly but surely, people are really starting to see what's up. Even Corey Holcomb on the 5150 show a couple of nights ago, he said that these women, they're not out here trying to get money because these bitches can be bought.
Facts.
It's the people in the industry that's behind the whole damn thing. They trying to gangster his catalog.
Facts.
Because if you find, and this is exactly what he said. He said, when your catalog is worth a fuck, that's when they coming after you. Michael Jackson, Prince, and Whitney Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And see, and
Marvin Gaye. Oh, we go way back now. Okay, keep going, J-Rock.
And he said that, and he said the thing is that R.Kelly is actually lucky to be alive, because in some cases because in a lot of cases they'll try to kill us.
Listen, I told y'all. Listen, and you are right, J-Rock. I told y'all, like, a lot of people want him to be out. Like, they so mad. Like, I literally was seeing it on the internet, y'all, that people was mad at God. Like, they talking about they pray, and God always don't answer they prayer. I'm like, whoa, hold up, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? And so when I came on and pertaining to the verdict watch and that live that I did later on, is because I had my one-on-one with Daddy. And he was like, you know, I'm sparing his life. So I'm like, whoa, and I'm listening. So at the same time, what make the people think that God is not keeping him protected? He's saving his life. Because if chaos get out, ain't nobody ready to be over there with that man to take what they gonna come with, because they gonna try to kill him. Listen, I told y'all, when he get out with this and through the appeal, chaos is not done, y'all. They gonna keep on, keep at it. Look at Bill Cosby. They still let him messing with children now. Come on. They not done.
You're right, because once Chaos get through with that appeal and everything, Chaos is going to have the most lawsuits in recent history. I mean, there isn't a media outlet that's going to be safe. We talking TV, radio, online, print. R.Kelly is going to be able to file so many lawsuits. It's going to be at the point that R.Kelly going to go to court just to pick up checks and walk out.
All right. I told you, God, listen, all he got to do is be obedient. I told you, Daddy gonna take care of him. Just watch it, y'all. I really do. Like I said, I think God tried to move him away from the industry. All he got to do is just, give in, let God be God, submit, and watch God. He's gonna take care of him.
There are gonna be some people there's gonna be a whole lot of jobs lost after this.
Oh,
a whole lot of careers.
A whole heap. Oh my goodness, man! Look, do you know? And then what make it so bad? It's gonna hit the pockets of the head icons. They're gonna be the main ones that hot. Ooh, that ain't hot. It'd be like, I wish a nigga would. Yes, they did. He did that. And but at the same time, man, you reap what you sow. Everything that you do, undercovers, but sooner or later it's gonna be revealed. And it's just been time for a lot of things to be revealed. And I think God is doing that just all in general, not just with care, with us as individuals anyway. Just open up your eyes and see the different development that God is trying to give you. He's showing everybody, so don't think that his work is not done. His work is done when everybody's done, and that goes a long way.
I find it real funny when Tiffany Haddish jumped up and said she lost everything. What the hell did R.Kelly lose?
Man, listen. That's what she get. But at the end of the day, y'all listen here. Y'all got to know a ritual when the humiliation ritual is taking place, okay? She ain't lose everything. She over there building a damn, what that is, a grocery store. Come on, y'all. Then her hair blonde. Then when she said what she said, y'all ain't see her smirking and laughing. That don't describe nobody that lost shit to me.
No, man. She still
it was a mockery.
Yeah.
It was some mockery.
She's playing her role in her position.
Y'all will see her.
Don't get it twisted.
Y'all will see her in a minute. I wouldn't be surprised. So my thing is, she paid out the lawsuit to that family though, didn't it? She paid them folks that money, didn't it? Oh, okay.
And not only that, she was at the lady, the woman or the mother. She was just at the lady's 40th birthday party. So what that tell you?
Okay. Listen, I'm trying to tell you guys, it's a humiliation. I think she sacrificed and threw Aries up under the bus. Listen, that damn video was how many years old and it resurfaced? Here we go again. Then with these videos and these tapes.
They go them pawns again, falling like dominoes.
So Aries was the lamb. He was the little lamb. So y'all check her out. What this is? That him? Give about December. Check the girl out then, okay? Yeah, check her out then. And you're gonna see the gaming. So let's go, family. It's cricket time on here. Why is everybody quiet? Cricket,
Did
cricket,
y'all hear about the judge that was talking about Bonjean and didn't realize the mic was on? He was suspended in Chicago.
Oh no, run it down on us. Come on, Sir Miguel. Breaking news. Let us hear it.
Apparently, she was at some court case, and I guess they thought the mic was turned off. The judge did. He said some disparaging remarks about Bonjean, and it was caught on the mic. So apparently, this particular judge had I guess a domestic violence thing or whatever. So he's been suspended, and I think he may get his license disbarred or whatever the case may be out of Chicago. But it's funny how all these judges and political people in Chicago are suddenly either getting suspended or something's coming up, or whatever the case may be. And being that Bonjean is, just had the case with the federal government in Chicago, then a week later, this judge gets suspended and removed from his bench. So as you say, the truth will set you free. More things are coming out about the city of Chicago and basically the state of Illinois and how crooked they are.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all ain't seen that yet.
Facts.
When they gonna get that governor up out of there? Okay. Keep on talking, Sir Miguel.
Right.
Just as demonic and wicked as hell, okay? And how the people of Chicago, Illinois, lives has been taken and everything. You see how they closed down all those low income places, and they already know how the crime is, right? That's the game that they play. So they closed down all those low income projects and stuff like that. The crowd of men on one another, so they can boost the murder rate. So it's all a game for them. But yeah, when she up?
Well, you see, they just sold O Block, right?
Yeah, they bought O Block. Let me tell you why. Like I said, design Sir Miguel. Yes, you are right. They bought O Block, because guess what? After so many years, when those Negroes been moved in to move them out of there, see what they do is, after so many years, they destroy and push their ass back out of there so they can go back to start living there, okay? Let's talk about it.
And it's funny you brought that up, because I had a professor one time in college, and he was talking about, the inner city, the projects and so forth and so on. And it's funny how, white folks lived in the projects before we did. Things was nice and manicured, so forth and so on. Then, of course, after, World War II and the Vietnam War and all that stuff, we ended up moving in those places because they either was moving out to the suburbs, so forth and so on. But it goes back to what we said yesterday when you talk about welfare and so forth and so on. And I think people tend to miss the mark, is that regentrification is so heavy and so deep because there's so much money involved. And the more money they put into it, it reaps the value for them. It creates a whole nother community for them. So they create more wealth, more legacy. And at the same time, we sit back and go, well, damn, that's messed up. No, if you don't play your cards right, it's going to be messed up, because you're not understanding not only the business, but you're not understanding the repercussions behind it when you destroy your own neighborhood.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? It's no different than gang members say, my hood, but you don't own anything on that block.
You don't own nothing.
But them boys can come through there and clean house, but you ain't gonna do nothing, but you'll kill another brother because of his jewelry and so forth and so on.
Or how fresh and clean he is, okay?
You know what I'm saying? So I'll say this, to his credit, Eddie Griffin has always said stuff in such a way to get you to understand that you gotta watch and look at these white people just like they look at us. You have to study them as well. You have to understand their moves. so you can be ahead of them because they're already ahead of the game because they're watching how you move. Every little mistake you make, they're going to use it against you. And if you don't know how to hold yourself in such a way where you know what, you don't let them see what you're doing, they'll never catch you. But as long as you out in the open, putting out what you're doing, they're always going to catch you, good, bad, or indifferent.
Facts. And see, my thing is, why not study the motherfucker genomes? They studied us for many of years. They watched us. They preyed on us. Not P-R-A-Y. They P-R-E-Y. Prayed, E with the E-D. Okay? They preyed on us. They sat there and they watched us out, every move and everything. Then get away when them Negroes went and got their ass out of the Caucasus Mountain. Okay, from off all fours. Like I said, they've been up ever since then. They studied us and everything that we have done, they took it from us and used it against us. So why not study them and take it back?
True that.
Because I said this yesterday. We taught them. The problem is they want us to believe or teach our children that we started at slavery. No, ma'am, no, sir. We have a rich history throughout the world since the beginning of time.
Facts.
The problem is they say the victor tells his story. No, we need to tell our story because his story ain't our story.
Facts.
We're not what they call like the Vikings and none of them people. We were humble people at the same time, but when you turn away from God and what he tells you to do because you think you've gotten so big and large, God will curse you to your knees.
Facts.
True. And if you don't believe it, study history. Any nation that turned against God, watch what happened.
True that. And guess what?
Yeah.
And
see, back in our days, you know what I'm saying, the old school used to say, don't listen to that trick knowledge.
True that. And guess what? Like, you know, this was supposed to be at one point, this was known as one nation under God. They took, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. You cannot survive nor have nothing nor strive if God is not in it. If God is not in it, it will crumble. So guess what? It started when they took the prayer out of the schools. I remember when I was young and growing up. Listen,
1980.
I remember when I was young and growing up, we used to pray every day. But listen, when the bell ring, we in a prayer and it's going over the mic, over the overhead.
Yep.
There was prayer. So guess what? When you took prayer out of the schools, guess what? School bump, everything going on in the schools. They tearing them up, they rocking them. Okay, that's for one. Then you took prayer and discipline out of the homes, away from the parents. Look at it now.
That's the start of chaos.
Order out of chaos. It's because guess what? They don't want you to discipline your children because guess what? They want to discipline them in the prison system. There's also a multi-billion-dollar money market machine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
J-Rob, what you got for us, fam?
Well, you brought up something earlier talking about his R.Kelly sentencing date, and you said there was something sinister about the date. So I'm not a numerologist or anything like that. So I did the math. February 23rd, 2023. Let's see. 3 + 3 is 6, right? 2 + 2 + 2. 2 times 3 is also 6.
It's 6.
So then you add 2 + 3 is 5. 2 + 3 is 5. Add 2 to it is 12. Divide 12 by 2, that's 6. 666 on that day. All of them.
You ain't just see me when I said you ain't see me. I just showed you, J-Rob. I just told you.
Hold on a second.
There you have it.
All the denominations just went right into it. That's why I love numbers.
I'm not
a
even a
numbers man. I'm quick with
numerologist,
it.
and I just.
But I'm just saying, before he can finish it out, as he telling you all, I'm flicking 666.
I had already seen you, boss. Because when you had started saying it, you shook your head the first time. I said, shoot, the number's there. I said, by the time he get finished, I was already adding them up. I said, here come the 6.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Everything just go back to that demonic type of thing. And we got to understand, get your spirituality up, man. Believe in that natural one, and that one to prevail for everybody, man. Good or bad.
That demon got to rear his head, Mr. Terry. He got to rear his head. He got to show you himself. He got to show you him.
True that. Definitely. But yeah, man. But that's how that number thing goes, my brother. So that's why I said I'm still enlightening and intriguing that into my life, incorporated too. So I'm researching as well. But it's some good information behind it, because I was like, wow.
Download. I'm sorry, Miss Terry, I don't mean to cut you off. But you all just download the gematria calculator and just play with it. And if you all know numbers and you know what I'm saying, and when you download the gematria calculator, write it down. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. Like it goes so on. You know, and when you reverse it, which means Z would be, instead of Z being the number 20, number 26, it would be the number 1. And the number A would be 26. Like you reverse it, Jewish, English, ordinal, and all of that. So y'all it's real simple, y'all. I promise y'all. And when y'all get to doing it, what I will tell y'all is don't do it on yourself now. Don't get to playing with it and want to put your own name in there and doing all that. If they tell you some shit now, hey.
Hey, that's why I say it's rules to this.
Hey, don't play with it like that now.
Know what you know, because the thing about it is, it's our Lord and Savior is not, you know what I'm saying, he don't like to be pushed around. Let me tell y'all this first and foremost. So don't push it on him. Always embrace what he gives to you. You can never push it. When you push it on him, he got other ways to seek you now. So that's the thing about it. And that's one thing we have to look at in life as we on this earth to live to see it. You can't push things in life. Take your time. One step
at a time. Exactly. That's why
another.
I said, exactly, Mr. Terry, true that. That's why I said I wouldn't suggest no one sitting up there putting their name in there, their date of birth, what year they were born. Don't do it to yourself, baby. Let God be God and let your life play out, okay? Don't rush nothing.
Right. Hey, you said it before.
Hey, play with the dog. Look, play with the cat name, the dog name, or just do something else. Play with the car, the year of the car you bought. Just play with some things, and y'all, yeah.
I'm looking at all these clowns. I'm looking at all these clowns sideways. Everybody from the judge to Jim Dare fat ass. I'm looking at everybody sideways now.
Mm-hmm.
I actually already have, because I said it before and I say it again. You can't trust a man who looks like a cross between Fat Bastard from Austin Powers and Jedi.
Just like that.
True that.
True that.
But J-Rock, they day will come. You know what I'm saying? They day will come. They got it coming. And guess what? Everybody gonna see it. Just like they tried to destroy R.Kelly before the world, before all of us, they all will see it. We will see what they go through in God's judgment, and that's set upon them. We will see it. Trust me. How he is over there, about 85, right?
I'm glad I told them not to try it on themselves.
They better not.
That was
don't say Boss ain't over there. Truth be told, host, she telling us about the gematria calculator, and now I said, do not put your name in it, your date of birth. Don't get to doing all that now, because if you get to pulling up your last day, gonna be tomorrow, baby. Don't go. Hey, don't lie. Said I told you that.
That was the first number they were going to use. Don't use your family either, child.
Nobody in your family. Mm-mm.
Like you said, if you do anything, play with your tag number. Don't use nothing in your sequence, because I'm telling you.
Play with these demons we seeing on the internet, like the ones that we're discussing. Play with them. Maybe you can do a speed up on them. Yeah, just play.
Right.
But yeah, just don't go down juggling in your own backyard.
Yeah, and so and I told you all that I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I just have been busy, you all, as well as Trey Lynn. So this is what we come up with panel, Sir Miguel and J Rock. So you all know that we went to try to, see how to go by filing a complaint on the federal judge, Lehman Weber, and Ann Donnelly, right? Unfortunately, you'll be winding up paying $800 and some just to make a complaint. Okay. So when it comes to the petition part of everything, we want to have it set up where that petition can be automatically electric signing. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody goes on there to sign it electronically. So we're just trying to see how to go by doing that route because, of course, you know who in there over there in allegedly he's supposed to be over there in the White House, which he's not, but that's what they tell us, and they had a green screen through up there. But however, we just gonna have to see, who hands that we can get it in to the point where it'll be legitimate and not just like we all going and signing and it's there's no record of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the route that we're going. And once we do that, you all will be able to electronic sign. Hopefully now that's the route in which we're going to, try to get it set up where we can have it electronically signed on both of their behalf, New York and Chicago. Because them demonic motherfuckers, it's about time for them to exit. Especially when one been there since goddamn, what his name is?
11 Webers.
Goddamn wrong.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan. See, he been there for a minute, man. To tell you, sitting up there with a big old depends on. Because he was very impatient. He was like, I want to get this over with, boy, because I got the BG, baby. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we got to cut this short. But it's just time for a lot of things to be revealed and. You know what I'm saying? And the world to see it because everything that goes on has been behind closed. And now it's time to, for things to come to the light. And, whatever comes here, I'm ready to see it because, we've been going through hell and high water for so many years that before we even got here. It's a time for something to be, to come to the forefront.
Absolutely, y'all. We got my boy Mr. in the house. He done made it in. Shout out to Mr. Baby. Hey, what's up, love?
What's up, mister?
What's up, Bless?
Hey, how y'all doing? Sorry, y'all, I'm late, man, but work.
Man, all right. You know we understand.
It's all good.
I'm a little wore out, man. So, if y'all don't see me talking too much, y'all know why. I'm just a little
It's
tired.
Well, we know. So yeah, we just pretty much just been in here chopping it up, Mr. Just talking about Bonjean giving her flowers, just talking about quite a few stuff where we moving on to the petition, how we want to have it done and do it. And, so there's pretty much that's all we talking about.
Yeah.
And how Leonard Weber is so old, he's on a first name basis without the pump.
Oh yeah.
Y'all get me with Lynn Weber, Hey, blessings to y'all. I'm glad to see everybody here. I wasn't able to tune in earlier, so I didn't catch that. So forgive me, y'all. But man, I want to speak to everybody. Sir Miguel, Mr. Terry, Tib, J. Ryan, and my lady boss lady. How you doing?
I'm blessed, baby. Blessed.
What's up, my brother? True that.
All right.
Salute.
All right. So hey. Let's go. Catch me up. I'm all interested.
All right.
So said he was gonna show his face today because that creepy shit from last night.
What you said, Till?
I said, Sir Miguel said I'm gonna show my face tonight because that creepy shit that happened last night.
No, but listen, but no, family. Like as I told you all last night, God know what he be doing. Like. I just can't reveal to you all, come on now, you all know because we have been together for a year. So you all know on the spiritual aspect of things. So I told you all when it comes to Sir Miguel and J Rock, I told you God moves. You get what I'm saying? So as I told you all last night, what I told y'all last night, I said, oh, Sir Miguel, he knew what it was. That's why he was quiet. Oh, yeah. I know spiritual. I know when God moving, when he moving, and I know when he put people in place. And yay, I know that. And I asked him today. I said, did you catch that? Did you feel? Yeah, most definitely. Y'all don't see the difference. Man. Look how Sir Miguel been rocking with us. But y'all see that? Y'all see got that Abby on. Y'all see got that Abby off today, huh?
Yes, fearless. Well, man, I just want to thank everybody tonight. You know, everybody in the chat too. You know, and man, let's go. Cause I mean, you know, I need some of this good brain food tonight. You know? Let's go. It's been a stressful day. It's been a stressful day.
Let me say this, and it's funny because when I first saw the channel, I just kind of glanced, and I heard Boss Lady speaking, and I scrolled through, and I scrolled back, and I said, you know what? Let me go in the chat and let me see what's what. So as I'm listening, the spirit started moving, and that's when I decided to come up on the panel because I saw J Rock as well. Otherwise, if I had felt something different, I would have never subscribed to her channel, or let alone even invited, even spoke. I only speak when it's necessary, or I feel as though I need to say something for those who don't have a voice.
Yes.
I just don't go run the mill because a lot of times I'm very quiet, which most people don't realize, but I'm very quiet.
All right now.
But I always listen and I always pay attention because I'm the person that stands up against the wall to watch everybody's movement. I'm never in the center and I'm never in the back.
All right.
True that, my
because
brother.
I'm gonna go out the same way I came in. I'm not going out the back door. I'm going out the front door.
All right. But I know that, listen, right. I know that a higher power sent you over here. You and J Rock. You ain't hear what Tip said, what she said last night. I meant that. And I told my crew. I told my family. I said, listen, God does everything for a reason. Mm-hmm. And I told him, I said, when Sir Miguel, when he pray, leading out, when he comes to listen, now I know what I know. And see, when that came in last night, automatically my spirit shut down. I see you. Okay? Yeah.
That's my apologies, man, to anyone that was in here last night. You know, just kind of jumped the gun a little bit and, you know, allowed that to come up and, you know, should have actually, you know, paid a little bit more attention, you know. So, you know, that's my apologies to everyone, you know, and I'm not afraid to admit my wrongs.
Yeah, that's my bad. He do that. You good, mister? You good. Right. You good. Right. You good, baby. He handled that. Boss lady, yeah, handled that. Because like, you know, see, he said that when that day come, y'all, he know who gon' die for him. He knows this. And he know that I be that one. But at the end of the day, everybody not ready for that. See, I stand for truth. I stand for light. I stand for my Heavenly Father who sends me. So with that being said, he already know I'm ready for whatever come behind whatever with me speaking the truth and shed light. I care about nothing or none of that. I fear nothing. But however, everybody's not willing to accept it. Everybody's not willing to pick up their cross and walk no matter what come your way. And when it come, that's what it is. For God I live, for God I die. I've said that. And I mean that. So no matter who they send, how they come, I'm always ready.
Yeah.
So I don't have to get ready. Amen. So it's just protection. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
true that.
No, that's all. So it's well though, y'all. It's well.
Oh yeah. So you
Well.
fill me in on the good stuff. Let's go.
Yeah, so fill me in, y'all. Fill me in, y'all. I'm about to get me some more Folgers. I gotta get, cause guess what? My cup done got cold and I ain't got nothing but a little, a little squeeze. So y'all chop it up. Fill them in. Also, so yeah, you all gonna fill them in. When I get back, we're gonna finish with the content. Pretty much it's just like some screenshots and everything. And then we're gonna pull some up about Abernathy. So go ahead on and fill them in, you all. I'm finna grab my coffee and I'm coming right back.
Right now.
I'm gonna let my girl Tip or Sir Miguel fill in. Go on, fill me in, family.
I'm here, y'all. So I'm my ears is listening, my mind is open, my eyes see. So I'm ready.
Well, let me go ahead and drop something on you first.
Yes, sir.
Remember, I told y'all about the movie Ricochet.
Oh, with Denzel Washington.
Right.
All right.
And the reason why I brought that up is because even the small details in the movie is exactly like R.Kelly's ordeal. The little small details, like for example, there was a scene when R.Kelly when Denzel Washington was doing his final arrest, and it was based on a cop show. And the name of the cop show was called Busted. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but R.Kelly wrote a song for the Ozzy Brothers called Busted.
Yes. I just started singing it when you said the name. Go ahead. I'm with you.
And in another scene, when Denzel was standing on top of the building acting like he was ranting and raving, he said, I run a child pornography ring. I killed my best friend.
Yeah, I know. I remember the scene when you're talking about it vividly. But go ahead, my brother.
And he said, I mugged Ronald McDonald. Isn't the fact that R. Kelly is always around McDonald's and they're always trying to twist McDonald's?
They always say that too.
Yeah, and McDonald's in the mall.
Mm-hmm. Yep. McDonald's. So I kept going. I'm like, because when I first said, I was just like, okay, this is getting real scary. But then it got real interesting because in the movie, Denzel was married with 2 daughters. Mm-hmm. Now, everybody knows R. Kelly's got 3 kids. But at the time, the sex tape, when the sex tape
he had 2, didn't he?
Robert Jr. wasn't born.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he
had 2 at that time.
Right. Which was 2 daughters. Just like Denzel's character in that movie. He had 2 daughters.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's why, when you said that, it's a great movie. I mean, and what he's saying, it just, man, you threw some reflection on me on that because, I can remember that movie vividly, bro. And at the end, because, it's deep. But, you know what I'm saying? You have to really look at it. And I'm like, wow, yeah, you dropped the jewel on that one, bro. I didn't even think of it that way, but it makes plenty sense. But go ahead, my brother.
And see, like I said, even with the big stuff I told you earlier about the whole overall plot, but even the small details that came up that really got me. And then there was a brother and Denzel was watching a TV show at his house when a brother was mentioning that we believe that Denzel was a victim of a conspiracy who go after African American politicians or people who defy their power, and we know who they are. And when he said that, but in the movie he was talking about politicians or anybody that was threatening to go up against him. If you flip it, it's in regards to the music industry: Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Prince, now R. Kelly. Mm-hmm. All of them died mysteriously, except for R. Kelly, who's currently in jail. And they always seem to be the ones who defied their power. Michael Jackson, main one who probably would have been the most powerful individual in entertainment, not just music, if he was alive today. Man, so victim of a conspiracy. You can, and some people always talk about you just being a conspiracy theory. You just being conspiracy theorists. Here's my thing: how can you call it a conspiracy if it's true?
Exactly.
Facts.
And why does everything have to be a conspiracy?
What is it? And I asked people this one question. I said, "What is it? What have I said that's not true?" And then they'll turn and say, "Well, you're just trying to say it to twist it a certain way." And this, I'm not saying. I'm saying, tell you what it is.
And they led to believe things that they've been hearing instead of getting the facts about. So I'm like,
and
so how twisted
that's
is
the
that?
biggest thing of our problem. They don't want. They want to go off the front part of the book instead of opening it up and find out what's going on and dig deeper. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just call them judgmental people, and it's sad to say it. But it's different when the shoe on the other foot too. But let them be in that position and watch what happens.
Shoe was on the other foot last night. With my situation with what came up. As judgmental as I've been towards other people, man, throughout my life, man. Didn't realize, man, that other people, man, can be judgmental too. But hey, some truth was brought to the light, man, and I seen it and acknowledged it, embraced it, so like I said, I was judgmental as far as R.Kelly. I didn't, as much as I like his music, I was, man, in the back of my mind, I was like, man, this dude, why are we talking about this? But
yeah, I mean, but at the same time, it's just like when you open up that third eye and stuff hit you in different ways. That's why I said God give you different signs of like, damn, I overlooked it. But when you reflect back to it, it always comes to, come to a whole big good picture, man. So I mean, it's just all of us embracing that. I'm doing the same thing because it's a learning process. Because without that learning process, man, how can you able to transpire and teach back? You got to go through your own in order to teach.
No doubt about that, man. Like I said, man, I'm not afraid to admit my wrongs or to say I don't know, rather than just answer, to something, that it's not about me thinking I know, man. I rather actually know and know the truth rather than just to speak up on something that I don't know nothing about.
Facts. I agree with you 100%.
So I'm glad that that we got on this because, man, it made me look at my own life, man, the people around me, and how many people I've seen been done wrong, in situations like like this, but not necessarily a situation like this, but just something that's on something close,
on anything. It could be on any scale level. Yeah. So I'm with you.
It just made me open my eyes a lot more to what's really going on, and that what I thought I knew I didn't know.
Facts.
But at
the same time, but yeah, that research. You know what I'm saying? Research always come into play.
But not just R.Kelly's case, but
anything in general, bro. I'm rolling with you. I feel you, Mister. Cause you know how we chop it up, man. I mean, we not just speaking on our behalf of saying or how we looking at it as individual. We saying it from a spiritual point of view as well too. Because without God, none of this can play any part. But you got to understand that man is real. But you got to understand that devil is real too. It's only one side. It's no in between. But at the same time, when you embrace what you feel like you want to embrace, I can't sit up and tell you how to, talk to the Father. All I know is I talk to him. I have a great conversation. He's a funny, just God. And that's what everybody have to understand. When you wake up in the morning, you winning.
Exactly.
Why are you going to take negativity on your shoulders?
Choose this day you gonna serve.
Why would you take negativity out the door and you just won? You woke up, so shoot. Hey, bring life to give life. Don't mean you got to go in your pockets. Good morning. Hey, young man, how you doing? That's my spirituality. I'm flowing with it. But I know when to give it and when not to give it. Because you can't give it to any and everybody, because at the same time, I don't want to take all my good energy and dissolve it into the wrong atmosphere. Now I'm bringing on negativity. I'm bringing on false content. I'm bringing on just backstabbing. That's not what, I'm saying. That's what I'm not about. I'm about love, peace, and happiness, but just don't cross that line.
Don't cast your pearls onto twine.
Mm-hmm. And that means don't get it twisted.
Or basically don't give it to those people that say God didn't say this, or God ain't doing this, or God ain't doing
Okay.
that.
Yeah, because just imagine the conversation y'all about to have if that intertwines in that matter.
Let me share something with y'all, and it's funny. I always tell people when they say good morning, I say it's a good day to be above ground. Everything else is secondary. And I always say, why you say that? I said, if God breath in me, the breath of life to wake up this morning, that means I have a chance to make a difference. Not only to myself, but to the people I work with. And I say that to say this because my boss had called me the other day. He works out of New York. He said, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? I said, yeah. I said, what's going on? He said, how's everything going? I said, everything is fine. He's like, no, how's everything going? I said, everything is fine. So he was like, well, yeah, you guys took those surveys back in March and y'all got a low score. I said, okay. I said, so what's the problem? They want to talk to a few people on the team. I said, sure. But he was like, well, you can't be there. I said, I don't expect to. And I said, I can tell you pretty much probably why the surveys were so low or so-called morale. So first of all, we were short-staffed. There's not enough people. I'm running the table, trying to do this, trying to do that, along with the team. So he was like, well, what about your schedule? I said, what's the problem with it? I said, you agreed to me changing my schedule because of my son. Well, I just want to make sure this, that, and the third. So as I'm sitting there listening, I'm saying, I'm like, the devil, you a lie. I said, you're trying to bring in something that happened back in March up until now, which my schedule just changed in August. I have not called out of work in 3 years. So now they're trying to use this thing that, oh, I'm the cause of low morale around the job. And I said, it's mighty funny. We've been doing these surveys for the last 5.5 years, and all of a sudden, this just comes up. And I said, okay, that's fine. But it was funny because the reason why I say that, because when we was on the live last week, we were talking about God and praying and doing these different things. And I always tell people, the closer you get to God, the devil gonna always attack harder and harder.
Every level reaches a new devil. You understand me? So when he can't get you one way, the normal way he's used to coming, that you didn't notice that when he come and creep in, when you start knowing him and knowing his tricks when he come with them, he can't get you no more there. He got to take it up a notch. That's when you take your prayer up a notch. Guess what? He gonna come again. You take your prayer. Guess what? The higher the level, the bigger the devil. Even if he got to go through using your loved ones.
Even the people you work with.
Dear to your heart. He come every kind of way, but you have to stand still and know that he is God. And make it do what it do. Get what? Not today, motherfucker. Let's go. Cause get what? When I wake up, oh, she woke again. Yay. He be mad when daddy give me another day. Okay? Cause he know, get what? He ain't on my trail, but I'm on his. You heard me. Okay, let's go.
So with that being said, it sort of parallels not only to what happened last night, because anytime you speak in truth to life, just know the enemy is coming. Always stand on your square no matter what, because when you have the word of God guarded in your heart and in your mind and your soul, the devil is already defeated. So you have the victory.
Amen.
So every time you wake up in the morning, make sure and understand, you know, you play a part in the world that you either gonna do good or you either gonna do bad. So I choose to do good because guess what? The God that's in me is good, and it's good all the time.
Amen.
And for those of you in the chat, if you don't believe, if you're allowed to wake up tomorrow, just say hello to somebody or just say, how you doing? It makes a difference.
It makes a difference.
So at the end of the day, stay calm, peace be still.
Peace be still.
You shall win, because through it all, God has the victory and so do you. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. Remember, you belong to God. He belongs to you. Your purpose has already been sealed. Your destiny has already been made.
Amen.
Enjoy the journey and enjoy the ride. With that being said, my people, I'm going to get off this live, attend to my son. But as I leave, I pray for each and every one of you. And know this, I said this a long time ago. Anybody that's doing God's work, I will die for, because I'm doing his work too. I'm not afraid to walk the walk, and I'm not afraid to die for those who I love. So at the end of the day, you are my brothers and sisters. And know this, you are the one who God set at the table for me to learn from. So understand that this table is a special table, and it is one that the devil cannot remove, because it stands on solid ground. Amen. So with that being said, I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to the next live.
Love you
and
more.
Mr. Too as well, my brother. Salute, man.
Peace, Sir Miguel, like always.
Love you more, Sir Miguel. Peace and blessings, and that there is under control.
And Mr.
No weapons formed, no weapons formed shall prosper.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's a special prayer request, and you watch how God turn that thing around. I got you tonight. Bless.
I got you. And Mister, let me share this with you before I go, brother. Okay. You're a smart young man, and I don't even know you. But God is going to use you in such a way that when people see you, they're going to say, damn, where he been? You was always there. So stand strong on what your beliefs are. But know this, when God use you, he going to use you so your light can shine, not only for your family, but for the world to see. Keep learning and keep growing, brother, because at the end of the day, you just only getting started.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you,
man. True that. Appreciate
Amen,
my brother.
All right.
You have a blessed night, my brother.
Peace.
All right,
Miguel.
All right, brother. You have a good
one. You too now.
Lord. Yes, Lord. God is good, y'all. All times. All the time he is good.
True that.
Yes. So my God, I told y'all. God is good. Okay, so Mr. Bass, we're gonna go ahead on and continue to drop that the rest of the content. It's just a few I think about 4 screenshots, you all, and we could chime in on it, elaborate on it, and get up out of here. So go ahead, Mr. Bass, and drop that. Blessings.
Yes.
Okay, so you all see that, right? So you want to read that, Mr. or Tip? That's what old Avenatti.
Come on, Tippy.
Tip. Crickets.
She sleep.
Yeah,
it's
she
in Chambers. 921 of 22. It says in Chambers, scheduling notice by Judge James V. Selner as to defendant Michael John Avenatti. On its own motion, the court hereby continues the sentencing hearing from October 31st, 2022 to November 7th, 2022 at 9 a.m. It is so ordered. There is no PDF document associated with this entry. Text only entry entered in at 9/21/22.
So, Mister, so why they keep pushing his court date up? Oh, I wish Tip was in here, baby. She about to went to sleep. Crickets on her end. So, J-Rock, y'all chime in. What y'all think? Why they keep pushing his his sentencing up?
You want the short answer?
Now, give it to me. Lay it down, J-Rock.
The reason why I believe they keep pushing his court date back is because Michael Avenatti had direct involvement in the R.Kelly Chicago case.
Okay.
And they're trying to tally up his involvement and how beneficial it was for the conviction toward the charges that they said on the tape that they keep saying was a 14-year-old, when the only guy that kept saying that he had a video saying about a 14-year-old was Michael Avenatti himself. Which tells me he had his ugly head reared in this whole damn thing. His fingerprints was all on it. That's why they keep pushing his date back, because they know of his involvement in this, and they want to see how much of a benefit it was, and whatever that benefit was, how much deduction,
how much he can
time he would get from that because of his involvement in all of this.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, because I mentioned in the article a while back that said he had a sentencing hearing coming up on Monday.
On Monday, yeah.
Kel's got sentenced on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So it was about 4 or 5 days, and it was about 4 or 5 days, and then he had a hearing coming up. And a lot of people think, oh, but I'm just a conspiracy theorist. So okay.
What you think, Mr. Terry? What y'all think?
There's a lot of people don't even get that time frame. Hell, they they moving that quicker than they actually move regular old people's time. There's people be sitting in jail for 3 years before they even go to trial.
Facts.
I think they're just trying to make some plays to hurry up and get this situation out of the way. They expose some things. Because I'm like, listen, this thing crazy, man.
Yeah,
I'm shaking my head.
They don't want to get it. They don't want to give Bonjean enough time to even get things together.
I know, right? That's why
the easier it would be, man, for that appeal and to be exposed.
Yeah,
they don't want her getting all this evidence, man. Even though it's gonna come out,
Yeah,
right. This system, man.
That's why I said, man, I'm just shaking my damn head, man, because I'm like, wow. But
and
I'm just
imagine, fellas, that when they come up with that appealing the paper that Bonjean requested for, they trying to feel though as if, they can't find it, they with nobody in, that all this and all that. What y'all think that's gonna reveal once it come back?
I wonder how they think, man. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Mr. Go ahead.
I was just thinking about the information that they lost. The transcript.
I think what's going to happen is some of the stuff that's going to come out is not going to be just in the transcript.
Yep,
it's other information now, because there's already some stuff that's already been exposed in the Chicago trial. And now, like I said before, they're doing everything they can to try to push his trial back to see what else Bonjean probably going to come up with later on, because there was already rumor that she had already went up to the Supreme Court and looking in a possible appeal, because I think they're going to be really concerned, because keep in mind there's still that communication out between Michael Avenatti and Kim Fox that just hasn't come out yet. And Bonjean gonna be sniffing for that too, because they're supposed they're supposed to have that backroom deal at O'Hare Airport.
Hey, I think they're gonna be like, man, we tired.
I think Bonjean also, Mr.
I know, right?
Also, fellas, listen, I think Bonjean gonna really just go straight for the Supreme in pertaining to his appeal. She don't want to deal with them or nothing, because like y'all don't see the appeals and everything she putting in just for this instance right here. Oh, it wasn't no court clerk. It was this. It was that. She about to start going straight to the Supreme. That's who she finna be dealing with. And that's how those appeals gonna be overturned. They gonna listen through the Supreme, y'all. What y'all think?
I think so too. That's the next step, right? For the appeals, so they won't have to go back.
She going above them.
Yeah, and that's what's gonna get them, because they're gonna feel like, oh, she really stepping on our toes, but she have every right.
But
okay, so
but I thought that it has to go to the Supreme Court it has to go to the highest court in order for it to be appealed. The higher court has to review it, so she doesn't really have a choice. It has to go to the higher court.
Right.
Well, we're talking about the feds. We're talking about
we're talking about the feds.
Yeah, they do. Right. They do move differently than the state. You are right, but I don't know. Could you elaborate on that, J. Walker, Mister? Because like I said, I know pertaining to the state, they operate differently.
Right. Well,
than the feds.
Well, one of the things we always heard about was the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. So that's where a lot of this that's where a lot of stuff is going to be set in motion at that point. So we got to see how that plays out. and I think she's using the Supreme Court as I'm not gonna say as a bluff because she ain't bluffing, but I think she's showing her hand, letting them know
That's
how
her next
far she's
move.
willing to go.
Mm-hmm.
That
It's
she's
either
willing.
y'all do it the right way, handle this shit, or this where I'm taking it to.
Yeah.
Okay, so
One
check
way or
out
the
Tap
other.
It. Check out Tap It. Mister, can you read that? Or Mr. Tara J Rock, can you all read that?
It
What Tap
says
It?
Jenny received the transcripts that she was waiting on today.
Okay, so we're gonna have to tap into that to see if that information is indeed out. But however, Tappy said the information that Gladiator was looking for, it came in on today. So I'm wondering on tomorrow, you all know that Gladiator, she do let the people know everything going on. Like she do indeed do that. So I'm wondering like what errors were there when she received it? Were there any errors? So we will know, and I'm gonna check on that on tomorrow to see, if she received it and what's what. So that's what I'm working on tomorrow, y'all.
And you know something, her team, man, is gonna be a bad team. You know,
I'm telling you, Charlie's Angels, bro.
whoever she got working on this with her.
Ashley and the other dude.
Look, they at the Bonjean Law Firm, man, but I guarantee you, man, this is gonna make them, because man, they digging deep, and it ain't no telling how they, with other cases that they about to deal with, I mean,
I'm telling you, man. Boy, listen, when you have go ahead, I'm sorry, mister.
Now I'm just excited to hear, how she gonna handle this. I'm excited to see how she gonna deal with it.
I mean, because they've been gung ho ever since day one. I mean, she been on it, man. So I got to give it to you, Gladiator, man. She handling her business, she doing her job. So all I can say is the next case that she has after that, boy, y'all better be ready for the gusto. She mean business, man. For real, this woman right here, man, is something serious. I mean, I didn't never think at this, when I first seen her, I did say she had on the nerdy glasses, but at the end of the day now, I got to bow down to you by Bonjean because you doing your shit, baby girl. And like you said, mister, her team, I don't know what they doing, but one thing about it, they down for it, bro. They want the truth and nothing but the truth. And she's no hold bar, bro.
I just hope that everybody, man, us Black people, period, man, take heed to what's going on. I don't think a lot of people paying attention, man, to what's really going on. They just looking at the fact, oh, this is what R.Kelly charged with, man, but they're not looking at it at a different level, man. That we have a lot of people, man, that's going through this that don't have money, that don't have that star status. This is something, man, that they doing to us, man, every day. So, some things need to be exposed.
Yeah, true that. But she's been exposing a lot. She's a pro bono attorney, so she's been exposing a lot. Like the video Mr. Bass had dropped earlier of the content. They talked about one of the cases that she had beat with some guy. I forgot his name. But they talked about her on that behalf, so she a beast, y'all. She's a beast, even working with the people that are non-celebrity, like does not have celebrity status. So she a beast. She's a beast. And I think that was Sir Miguel had stated that yesterday or the day before. She's a beast, y'all.
Yeah,
she's been a beast.
I just remember we was talking about her being a judge. What I forgot to ask, was that was she a state judge or something like that?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back to see. Were you aware of that, J Rock? I'm gonna have to go back and check it.
I heard something about that.
Yeah, she was once a judge.
That she was once a judge, but I'm not sure if it was state or maybe local or anything in regards to that. So that's something else I'd have to check on also.
Okay.
Oh man. Well, with that, being said, man, yeah, she knows the law. That's why she got her law firm. I actually know a judge, man, that went from sentencing people, man, to defending people. In the state of Kansas, so Hey, it's possible, man. You know, I guess she's seen the other side of the spectrum and was like, you know what? I put a lot of people away because she has. I wonder if she ever went back to try to help those same people she put away.
So look, Mr. Bay said Gladiator is about to have her Johnny Cochran moment. Absolutely.
Johnny.
Absolutely. Rest in peace, Johnny Cochran.
If
You
the
know, my
glove
uncle,
don't fit.
my grandmother, before she had passed away, you all, my uncle, in Alabama, my grandmother had got Johnny Cochran for my uncle. So he was able to get my uncle from a life sentence to a 30-year sentence before he passed away. Yeah.
Oh,
So
Cochran
shout
was a
out to
bad boy,
Johnny
man.
Cochran, baby. May he rest on.
That man.
If it don't fit, you gotta quit. Come on, y'all.
Yes, sir. That was that favorite slogan, man. If
Okay,
it don't
so
fit, it must have quit.
okay. So Taffy says also Gladiator deadline is December the 20th, 2022 to file appellant briefs in Second Circuit Court. Oh, baby. So y'all know, listen, y'all know I be hyped up when it comes to Gladiator. Taffy, baby, when she received that today, they looked over and made her do what they do, and they said, hey, they did that. It's already in there. How much you want to be? She don't play.
Yeah. She already got her people over there.
I got a funny feeling that between now and those appeals, something major is going to.
It's going to break because it's been quiet lately. As Sir Miguel said last night, it's been quiet. And my grandmother, I don't know if you all heard the old saying that when it's quiet like this, something is going on big. Yeah, when it's quiet, something is going on real big and major. That's what my granny always told us growing up.
Hey, I remember my grandma saying that, something like that, to that extent too. She used to say, you know, she's like, when you quiet like that, she said, listen, God's trying to tell you something.
True that. So, Mr. Bass, we're gonna run with the rest of the content, y'all. Like I said, it's just a couple of screenshots. However, I think the next one, if I'm not mistaken, if it's not the free R.Kelly, the calm before the storm, absolutely, Trey Lynn. If it's not the free R.Kelly one, it is. Oh yeah, there it is. So, Mr. Terry or Tip, can one of you all read that?
I'm gonna let see it, but that's kind of blurry to me, baby.
It is.
Yeah.
Tip.
I got you. It said, Bo Brindley is now claiming his client needs emergency surgery. Judge Kennelly orders him to get the doctor on the phone or he'll send a U.S. Marshal over to serve him with a subpoena. I have 50 American citizens who are involuntary here waiting. Okay. Is Jason, is it Meisner? I believe. If I'm wrong, forgive me. Days after winning acquittal for R.Kelly, co-defendant Daryl McDavid, attorney Bo Brindley, today tried to get an emergency continuance for another trial, saying he has dangerously high blood pressure. Judge Matthew Kennelly denied it and also refused to let Brindley withdraw. Nah.
Hold on, wait a minute. But isn't that the one? Hold up. Isn't that the one? Free chaos till it's backwards. Listen, y'all, isn't that the one that they just said that they won their case and they was about to go out and have some drinks?
What, his son representing?
Drinks on
me. He went from going out to have some drinks to celebrate to he has extremely high blood pressure and trying to dodge another case.
Oh, yeah, man, you know, man, my hypertension is getting bad now, you know.
He won't worry about that hypertension when he got acquitted.
True that.
Does anybody know what the case was about? The case he's going to court for?
No, what is it? We know you know, Tips. Break it down.
I don't know. That's why I was asking. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I haven't looked into them because when I thought they were set free, I didn't know they had another case coming up.
Baby, look at shout out. Okay, go ahead, Tips. I'm sorry, babe.
Because the way they were celebrating, you would have thought no more cases. Shit, I wouldn't have been celebrating if I had 5 more cases open.
Okay, not only that, Tip, girl, I would have been celebrating time I go having no drink with severe high blood pressure. Well, he trying to have a what you call it?
That fat
Cardiac
nigga,
arrest.
that fat nigga that was kissing R.Kelly, he playing games.
Yes. Okay, so shout out to everyone in the comment section. I ask that you all, everyone that comes in, please hit the like button, comment in the comment section, share our live, as well as subscribe to our channel so that when we go live, you all will get the notification. So shout out to Legacy Customs LLC in the comment section. It's crazy how so many people are pulling back their condemn him comments now that the truth is coming out. Liars, deceit, extortion, etc. Absolutely Legacy Custom LLC. It's because you got the brat, you got even a lot of those celebrities that turned their back on him, that's been dogging him and talking about him and everything, to now, oh, everybody want to support him. Everybody, no, it don't work like that.
You even got Tasha K jumping up. You even got Tasha K jumping up, talking about.
And she was the one on the
bike. But this is overkill. You started all this shit.
Wait a minute. And then she sat up there and hollered. They railroad him, bitch. From the last I checked,
she was
railroaded him.
She was the engineer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, is it?
I told
go over there and pay Cardi B them $4 million because she coming out to your banking account. Come up out of Africa hiding that money. Okay, like you exposed, and yeah, truth be told, on exposed. She done went over there to Africa and hiding that money. That's what she went to hide, put it up, put it in the husband, whatever. Hey, she got some tricks up her sleeve. That's why Cardi going for the banking account. Okay, listen, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. I told you, baby, what goes around comes around. The seeds that you sow, ye shall reap. Yeah. It's just that simple.
Yeah, and I didn't even hear the clip on any of her channels, but I would give a shout out to my girl Prima Donna, because I saw it on her video. It was like about between 15 and 18 minutes, and I saw it. And even she said it's funny how now all of a sudden everybody want to change their tune.
Yes.
And talk about, well, you railroaded, but you just probably said that you were the one that helped put him there.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
She started talking about Robert in 2018, 17.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she did.
She started with that girl, Geronda Pace.
Mm-hmm. But get what? She under that same fire R.Kelly up under, huh? See, when she play on the turf for the elites of the industry, you know, she got going with that message shit from R.Kelly. Then she got a tour with Jaguar Wright, and from Jaguar Wright to Tokyo Tony, like she, you know, Clyde Davis, allegedly, Clyde Davis and Alicia Keys, they had to send that ass to go over there and attack Jaguar Wrights. Baby, they knew they shouldn't have went over there with that one right there, baby. No, listen. She got a whole book on the industry. Why go over there and send her to play with that lady? And she demolished her, okay?
Fire.
And it been down ever since then for her over there.
Fire.
Okay? Listen, them powers that be felt like, okay, so let us use you. And they sent over there like a good old crash dummy she was. And look what happened. And ever since then, her been catching hell.
Fire.
Yeah, she been catching hell. I also want to go ahead and say that I just got a text from Blade, and he said, and he want me to tell Tasha K that he wants his hairstyle back.
Man, I need my medium fade back now. You know.
Oh Lord, here go our boy Corey in the comment section. Okay, Mr. Bass has said, if you can't handle the reaping, you better be mindful of what you sow. Facts, Mr. Bass. So here we go with our boy Corey. Shout out to my boy Corey in the comment section. There you have it, Mister. Go ahead and read it, Mister.
Hey, my boy Corey. Here we go. Bo Brinkley put on an aggressive defense for Darrell. That's what Jennifer should have done. That's what Jennifer should have done. He called witness after witness. If he was R. Kelly's lawyer, R. Kelly would have got acquitted on everything.
Corey, see, you know what? Corey should have been in here when we first started. Listen, when we first went live, Corey, You should have had your butt up in here. See, you was one of the ones I was talking about.
Corey,
And you missed, excuse me, y'all. You missed the first part of the lie. Listen here, Corey. Bonjean did a damn good job. You get up off of Gladiator. Get up off of Gladiator, Corey.
Corey, you're gonna be a hell of a lawyer, brother.
Hey, listen, you know Corey fighting, baby. Listen, y'all know Corey fighting. He in that law field too. Oh, he fight.
Yeah.
Corey with a hung jury.
Corey said, he said, man, I'm getting my Cochran on. That gummit.
Definitely. Corey said, I'm gonna drop it on him one way or the other. You gonna learn today. Hey, keep handling your business, Corey. We glad that you come on the panel, man, and you know what I'm saying, and do your thing, man. Keep coming, man.
He said, say it with your chest now. Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
Oh, cool.
Okay, family. So shout out to everyone in the comment section. Shout out to my moderators, even the ones coming in and out. There's this, they going MIA for a while and they coming back. Shout out to them. Shout out to you all. Thank you so much. We thank you all so much again for another night. We ask that you all tune in tomorrow. We will be live again on tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so we got another comment. Legacy One Customs LLC said, y'all said it earlier. When he get out from under this bullshit, he probably gonna get rights to a book entitled How to Sue a Rico.
You know what? I love the name of that. I love that title.
How to Sue a Rico Crew. Listen. Legacy number one. Legacy One Customer LLC. You are right. Listen, I told y'all, God want him to come away from the industry. God finna set Kelly up. Remember, I keep telling y'all, God spoke to me pertaining to R.Kelly. Job, please hear me out. God finna make sure that man straight. Listen, defamation character. Oh, didn't nobody know Bonjean was a defamation attorney either, did it? Listen, Chaos finna be straight. You got Tasha K. Listen, she gonna have another one on her hand. I'll go after her, LMN, all the medias, all the brawls, the government, the judge.
Me too.
Oh, me too, the judge. Oh,
every major radio station that had muted him during his 3-year term.
Ain't just no major. We going after them scavengers, babies, and rats too.
I'm saying major because as far as the parent companies, because they trickle down to everybody else. They get hit, all the other subordinates get affected too.
Streaming services, they pull this stuff.
All of them. But my thing is, y'all check this out. They want to pull all his music and do all of that. But y'all ask me, why is it so crazy that they don't want to play Kel's music with him singing it? But why is everybody coming out singing all this man's songs, y'all?
Hey.
Y'all haven't noticed that?
Oh, yeah, I've noticed it because of the fact that way somebody else will profit off of it and he won't get a dime.
They can't sing it like him, period.
No. They're just trying to, they gonna find a way, man, to exploit his music, and keep him from getting paid.
But they want to shut him up. They want to shut him up, but it's still his music. They still listening to it, and it's still his music.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And also, by the way, Jim Derrick Goddess would also be sued because also the follow-up name of his book, Soulless. He should be coming out with another book called Saladless: The Case Against Eating a Salad.
he need a salad every day.
Okay, so Mr. Bass said major broadcast companies have the deep pockets. That part. Taffy says, peace. Have a blessed and safe evening, everyone. Blessings, Taffy T. Blessings to you, and same to you, love. Blessings. Corey said, legs shaking, #1 on TikTok.
Yeah. All right, now, Corey, you always that, man. Hey, you have someone by the name of Glow Taylor. They asked, is Bonjean on the Shy State case?
Okay, so shout out to Glow Taylor. So Glow Taylor says, okay, so I don't know about the Glow Shy State, the Shy State case. I'm not familiar with that, Glow, so I cannot, give you an answer to that. That's something that I would have to look into and bring you that answer on tomorrow
Is there a
because
state?
I can't.
Is there a state case in Illinois against him?
I don't know.
From what I understand, there's supposed to have been a state case and then the Minnesota case, but then they also was talking about a case against him.
Oh, she talking about the
Georgia.
shot. Oh, she talking about the shot, the other case pending before the Minnesota. Oh, yeah. Girl, listen. Bonjean ain't leaving chaos. Period. See, that's what people fail to realize. That's what people fail to realize. That old
They can't fail to realize that when she tells them that confidential conversations with him, she's not talking
about it.
Right.
Facts. And then see, yeah, I did hear about like with Cora staying in there. That one right there, I heard he ain't dealing with him because I heard that he was still on that city case. Which I don't trust him, period. So why would Kel still be trusting him?
You talking about that in New York City?
Not that nigga right there, who Corey just posted on the screen.
So he was on that New York City case?
Yeah, he been the one dealing with Kel. So yeah, he backstabber. He been talking with a double tongue for the entire time. Okay, but. Anywho, family, so this concludes our live for tonight. Once again, shout out to everyone in the comment section. I ask that before you leave out, please hit that like button, comment in the comment section, share our live, as well as sub to our channel, so that when we go live, you will get the notification. We will see you all again tomorrow, this time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you all. You all have a blessed night. Peace and blessings unto each and every last one of you. Shout out to my family on the panel. Shout out to my family on the panel. Thank you so much to Sir Miguel as well as J Rock for coming.
All right, J Rock. Thank you, brother.
Man, thank you for coming on the panel tonight, man.
All right, no problem. Peace and love to everybody. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Same, my brother.
Listen.
Thank you.